Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a lot of things planned. I woke up and already got a couple of stuff done. I went to Barnes and Nobles. I went to go get a matcha. I ended up picking up My Friends by Frederick Bachman because I've heard nothing but great things about it. I wanted to get it when it first came out, but I have an issue with reading hardcover books. I don't know, it just really bothers me. So I ended up waiting for it to come out in paperback, and I ended up picking it up, and I think I'm gonna read it because I'm halfway through the rom-comers by Catherine Center and I should finish it pretty soon. I did get a matcha and I ended up finishing the whole entire thing. I'm on my way now to Target because I need to pick up some supplies for back to school, just a couple things that I ran out of and some things that I do want to get to be more prepared, because last year I ended up going in person for one of my classes and I was unprepared and I didn't get that many supplies. So I want to be fully prepared for this year because this fall semester is going to be really rough. Also, if the background looks different, I didn't get a new car. My Jeep is getting recalled, so I haven't had it for a week and a half. I'm not too sure when I'm going to get it back, so I have a rental right now that the dealership gave me. So yes, the background looks different, but no, I did not get a new car. I just finished getting my eyebrows done and I really like them. And I ended up getting a matcha as well. So I ended up coming home and picking my mom up, and now we're gonna go to the mall because I want to go to PacSun and I want to see what they have from Brandy, and then maybe we're gonna go to Abercrombie and Sephora as well. Okay, I'm back from the mall and I wanted to show you guys what I ended up getting from Target yesterday. Since I'm going back to school, I ended up just picking up some school supplies, and I think I'm going to order probably a new pencil pouch from Amazon. So first thing that I got were just some Sharpie gel pens, and then I ended up getting these two notebooks, and I was looking for some really simple plain ones. I'm not a huge fan of the 5-star notebooks just because they're really bulky. So I ended up just picking up this two up and up notebooks. I got a baby blue and then I got a pink one, and I ended up putting a bunch of Brandy Melville stickers that I got from when I went to the store in person in Irvine. The only thing that I don't like about it is that these papers are so thin, where I feel like it's gonna bleed through. I guess that's the downside of getting lower quality notebooks. And then I also went to PacSun. I wanted to find some stuff at the mall before my trip. I honestly couldn't really find that much, but there was these two things that I was looking out for at PacSun. So the first thing that I wanted to get, and the main thing, was this pink striped shirt that I've been seeing everywhere. I think Brandy just released this pink color in a lot of different clothes. The second thing that I got was this polka dot 3/4 t-shirt. I saw one on Princess Polly that I was gonna get, and then I saw this one in store, so I ended up just getting this one. I think it's super cute, maybe with a white skirt for when I go to vacation, even when I come back and I start up school in the fall. I think it'll look nice. And then I ended up getting something from a crystal store for my boyfriend, and that's pretty much it. Also, I'm looking at my eyebrows and I really like them. I think she did such a good job. Too bad that I was running late, so I couldn't film a before and after of any clips, but I think they look really good. went to Home Goods and we found a lot of stuff. But now we're at World Market because this new location opened up in my area, and I want to look at the matcha bowls and some of the interior stuff. So that's the update. I think we spent like 2 hours or so in Home Goods, and we got a lot of good stuff too.
What is $9.99?
I just ended up getting back home. I was literally out like the whole entire day with my mom. I don't think we ended up coming home until like maybe like the afternoon to come home and like eat food, and then we went out again. But basically today I went out to go get a matcha, and I suggested to my mom, and I was like, we should go into Home Goods because it's right next to the matcha store that I go to. And we ended up going into Home Goods, literally went through every single aisle like 2 times, and we started looking and thinking about ideas like of things that we should do to the house. And I just picked up some stuff that I really wanted for my bathroom. Recently I've been trying to like make my bathroom look the way that it could to like its fullest potential. So I started picking up some decorations and like accessories for that. I think I'm gonna order some stuff off of Amazon, but I might wait because I ended up getting that brown rug that I had put in the cart in one of the clips, and I didn't like the way that it looked with the brown towel that I got. I just ended up picking up like a brown towel and like a white towel, and I'm gonna end up tomorrow exchanging some of the things. But we ended up going to like World Market, which I've seen all over TikTok, and I didn't know that there was a location in my area. So we ended up going to World Market, and I've seen on TikTok that they had a wall, like shelf full of like matcha stuff, like matcha whisks, matcha bowls, and matcha whisk stands. So I ended up going, and there was like nothing. Like I think maybe they had like a purple matcha bowl, and honestly I really liked the matcha bowl that they had there because it was deeper like in depth wise compared to the one that I have. But I also saw the Anthropology cups at World Market, and I was gonna pick some up, but they looked like they were just a little bit too like small for my matcha with my cold foam. But that's pretty much it. It's been officially 24 hours of my brow lamination, so I thought I would give you my thoughts. Honestly, I really, really like them, like looking in the mirror. The only thing is that I've never gotten like waxed ever before in my life until I went to go get my brows laminated yesterday. So when she waxed me, I think maybe it like kind of purged my skin or caused me to like break out, because I am getting a pimple right in the center where she waxed, which is the first place that she put the wax on. Other than that, the other areas, like obviously like when I first got them waxed, like it was pretty like red and irritated, but after it's been pretty good. As someone who has really, really stubborn brows, and my this brow right here, these hairs right here have a cowlick, so they'll grow to the left, and even brow gel won't even hold them up straight. So I've always struggled with this brow specifically. This one is kind of like the perfect sister. This is the one who rebels. I will say like the brow lamination, softening up the hairs, I think it's worth the money, mostly because like I'll wake up in the mornings and my brow, like last night when I went to sleep, I woke up in the morning and my brows were like in the same exact place that they were right now. All I had to do was just like brush them up and style them and place them, but they stay in this position throughout the whole entire day. And I've never ever in my life had that happen, no matter how many different brow gel brands I try. That's never happened to me. She did tell me that I have to limit my time in the sauna or not go in the sauna at all. And for the first 48 hours, I can't really like wash my face or put any skincare on it. So there is that like downfall, I guess I would say, to it. But other than that, I really like it. I think it's worth the money. It's supposed to last for like 6 to 8 weeks. I think it totally depends on like your upkeep of it and how much you take care of like it basically. I do like going into the sauna at the gym. That's the only thing, and I wear makeup like every single day, so that might not last as long as it could. Also doing some laundry in the back if you hear anything or any background noise, so that might be the noise that you're hearing. I apologize in advance, but I thought I would give my thoughts on the Rom-Commers by Catherine Center. I think I'm about like 60-ish% through, and I will say I do like the concept of it. So basically you have this main character called Emma. She's like a writer. She's like a script writer for movies, but she hasn't had like her big break project yet. And her agent is the same agent of our main male character, whose name is Charlie, and he's like a very prestigious script writer, so I guess like Christopher Nolan-esque maybe, but he's very, very famous and well known in like the movie world, in the Hollywood world. So our main character Emma ends up traveling to LA and leaves like her family and like her sister and like her dad, who she's super close with, and moves to LA and starts working with Charlie, and basically like goes from there. I won't say anything else or else it'll be a spoiler. I really like it. It's kind of like a slow-ish burner maybe, but I like how the concept is original, because I feel like with romance books nowadays, maybe like in like book talk era prime of like 2022 2023, a lot of these like tropes weren't that common, but I feel like a lot of romance tropes can get repetitive at times, like the friendship to lovers thing, or like second chance romances. Like I've seen and I've read it so many times to where I'm just tired of it. So I'm really grateful for a unique and original storyline, because I feel like I can appreciate that. But that is my update. I haven't picked up the camera in a couple of hours, so I figured that I would give you guys an update. I am going to go shower, finish my laundry, and make myself something to eat for tonight, and then I will see what we're going to do tomorrow. Okay, I'm back home now. I didn't pick up the camera that much today, but I ended up going to the FedEx store first because I needed to pick up return labels, and my printer for some reason doesn't work. So I ended up going to the FedEx store, and that was a whole entire experience in itself. I printed out like the 3 labels I needed to do. I had to return so many things. And by the time I got home, the post office is closed, so I can't even like ship them, but I did end up getting a package today. It was just some activewear, and I didn't really like the way that it looked on me, so I just returned it today because I knew that it would have sat on my desk for weeks, and then I wouldn't have been able to return it. I ended up going to Trader Joe's. I was so surprised. I was doing like my normal like grocery like run, and they got tote bags back in stock. And I'm not a fan of like the mini Trader Joe's tote bag, because honestly like it doesn't carry that much. I just want like a regular big like tote bag. And so they had the navy blue Trader Joe's tote bag in stock for literally $2.99. Insane. I hit the lottery because I was gonna end up going to Trader Joe's yesterday, and I didn't. I also ended up going back to Trader Joe's. I returned the rug, and I ended up just getting like a white fluffy one, which I think suits the bathroom like way better. And then I also ate cake for my mom that I stopped by to pick up. Now that I'm home, it's so hot. I'm waiting on my Princess Polly package to get delivered because I ordered some stuff for my trip, which literally so insane. But 2 weeks from today, I will be on vacation. And then I'll come back home and I start school. The day that we come back from vacation, in a week I start fall semester. Literally insane how things work out, but at least I'm going on vacation.
Okay. Okay, do that again. Oh no.
No, this is such a good floppy book.
Yeah.
Look at it. Oh, you're making me want to buy a new copy of this, but
I'm
yeah.
gonna give her the mahogany one.
The mahogany?
Take the. She likes the stuff I like.
I just ended up coming back home, and I did first want to apologize because I am wearing the same shirt that I wore a couple days ago, and I know that this camera angle is getting really boring, but it's literally the only nice side from my room that I can film from. I did want to give an update because I haven't picked up the camera in a couple days just because I've been busy with trying to get stuff ready for back to school, planning for my trip, and just a lot of other things going on. But I did end up going shopping today and spending pretty much a majority of the day with one of my best friends. And I thought I would give a little haul of everything that I picked up and some of the packages that I came home to. First thing I ended up picking up was The Wedding People. I've wanted to read it since it first came out, but I'm not really a fan of hardcover books. So I ended up picking it up in paperback. It's so funny too because when I ended up to go to Barnes & Noble's to check out for the book, the Barnes & Noble's employee ended up telling me that they really liked this book and it was a really good read. Second place I ended up going to was Bath & Body Works. I have been wanting to get a 3-wick candle for a really long time, and they ended up having a sale where the candles were like $14.99 for the 3-wick candles, which is pretty cheap considering that they're 3-wicked. So I ended up getting one. I was debating between a couple scents. I was going to say flavors, but I don't think that's the right word. I was debating between a couple scents, and I ended up going with this one. I ended up picking up the Fiji White Sands candle, and one of the main reasons why I did end up picking it up was because I was looking for something that was, one, aesthetically pleasing to look at, and something that smelled really good. I felt like a lot of the candles that I was smelling smelled like cleaning supplies mixed with a little bit of Lysol and fall. Like, yes, it is August, but it's still very hot outside for me to be thinking about fall scents in the Central Valley. So I ended up picking this one up. Even holding it right here, I can smell the scent, and I'm really happy with the purchase that I ended up getting. And then one of the things that I ended up getting a package in today was my school bag. I am going to do a whole another video on like what's in my school bag and what I'm packing for back to school, so I won't fully go into the details in this video, but I did end up buying the Charles and Keith Cala tote bag. This is just in the large brown. Super cute. I already did wear it out today, so it's super comfortable. It fits my laptop. The only thing is that it peeps out a little bit at the top. And one of the things that I did like about it was that it came with like a little tiny pouch, so it can be like an emergency kit. I'm just using it for like Advil, pens, highlighters. I was in between this size and the extra large, but I am more on the petite side, and the extra large is like a big tote bag. So I was debating on getting that one just because I am going to carry a little bit more stuff this back to school, but I can always carry stuff and books in my hands or arms or whatever. But the extra large is like huge. I was looking at TikTok videos and doing my research. The extra large is huge on someone who's like 5'5". So I can't imagine how big it would look on someone who's 5 feet tall. So ended up sticking with this one. I am also going to end the video off here because I did do a lot of things this week, and I have a couple other videos to do, and I do want to get this video out as soon as possible. So I will be ending this video off here. I did have a lot of fun this week, and I hope you guys did have fun as well tagging along with me. I will be having a lot of videos coming out in the month of August. I am 1 week away from my vacation, so definitely stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys somewhere on the internet. Bye!